Okay, example of a type of test. Now these are based on exam questions. You hear the extract, you don't know where it's going to come from of all three movements, but for next week it's fairly obvious. It's coming from movement one and it's coming from the start. Which movement is the extract taken from? Matthew?
Are you going to answer that?
Yeah, why not?
One.
Yes, because you've only done movement one. Okay, give a section number where the extract begins. That means the number on the score. Figure 1, Figure 2, Figure 3, wherever. Yeah? Name the key at the beginning of the extract. That's where the music that you're hearing started from. Name the thematic material heard in the middle of the extract. That means remembering whether it's subject 1, if it's transition, if it's subject 2, and which one of them it is. Okay? Comment on the orchestral writing. Right. Is that asking you about what the piano is doing?
No.
No, Amelia shakes her head. Is it asking about the harmonies and the keys and the chords and the cadences?
Yeah.
No!
No.
It's asking you about the actual instruments. Comment on the orchestral writing means what are the instruments, apart from the piano, doing? Are they imitating each other? Is it by step? Has he chosen particular instruments to have particular effects? It then says, name the solo instruments. Now that says in the first half of the extract, so you have to use your brain and work out which is the first half of the extract. Yeah, don't write about at the end. Name the solo instruments heard at the end of the extract. That means just before the music dies away, what were you listening to? And then you've got explain this section in the context of the movement's structure. Now, first movement is in sonata form. So you're going to need to explain, if you had this question, you would say, this movement is in sonata form. This extract is taken from the first subject, or the transition, or the second subject. If it's in the first subject, is it the first time that we hear it, or is it the orchestral bit that plays subject 1 for the second time? If it's the transition, is it the first time we've heard that theme? Is it being repeated? Is it when it moves into the second subject? 3 marks this, you've got to say it's sonata form. You've got to say it's the transition, for example. You've got to say how it links in. Yeah? Orchestral writing, 2 marks. 2 different sentences talking about the instruments and how they've been written for. Yeah? Does that make sense? You get 3 listenings, you get 45 seconds or a minute in between each one, and you get 4 minutes or 8 minutes at the end to finish writing. Does that make some amount of sense? You can stop that.